guys, I wanted to film another getting ready with me video, and this one is kind of special because the entire face of makeup that I put on is gonna all be by IT Cosmetics. They sent me like a Christmas present early of this entire box of all of their bestsellers and new products and special holiday palettes, and I've had this stuff for over, almost a month now, and I can't even tell you how obsessed I am with this brand. Before this, I was only familiar with their CC cream, which I bought about a year ago when it first came out, and I am blown away. When I tell you that this is the only makeup, literally I've been using this box every day to get ready since I've gotten it. I'm not lying to you, like every day. And I have posted videos and pictures on Instagram and just kind of letting you know that I was gonna talk about the products, and so many of you have been asking to see them and hear my thoughts on them, so I'm so excited to bring this to you. And the best news about this is their Friends and Family is actually going on right now until the end of November. I'll put a link below and it'll get you 25% off and free shipping all through November. And I mean, Christmas gifts, hello, but for yourself, even better. Number one, like out of all the products that they sent me to try, I have to just take a minute to like profess I'm just like so in love with this palette. It's their Naturally Pretty Celebration Holiday Palette. It's an all matte palette. Every single shade in the palette is matte. They do have this Transforming Ombre Radiance ribbon if you wanted to make any of them a little shimmery. I even use this sometimes as an inner highlighter underneath my brow. When I tell you that I've used every single color in this palette, I have used every single color, and that never happens. Usually I'm like, you know, sticking to the same like 4 or 5 shades. This one even has a purple, a really beautiful dark gray, navy, and a black. I've even used them. Like the quality, the payoff, I'm just so in love. So this is amazing. And then the complexion, I feel like miracle complexion product is the Bye Bye Redness. I cannot wait to show you guys these in action. So let's jump in. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is just apply a lip balm. I don't have anything on my face right now. This is their Vitality Lip Flush, and they have several colors. This one is in Je ne sais quoi, and it just looks clear. But when it goes on your lips, it kind of mixes with your natural chemistry. It's kind of like a lip gloss, a lip balm, and a lip stain all in one. And it just kind of gives you like a naturally pink flush to your lips. Hopefully you can see the difference from bottom to top. You can see just how worn this is. I've been keeping this in my bag, my handbag, and use it all the time. I love it. It's so moisturizing and hydrating. That's probably up there with the palette as far as what I'm loving the most. So I'm gonna do my eyes first, which is what I always do. And my very favorite color in this entire palette is Miracle. I've been using this shade every single day that I do my eyes. This is an amazing mix of warm and cool tones, and like I said, you do get some really nice colors. I'm just gonna use a Sigma Blending E25. I'm gonna mix Miracle and Warm Wishes. Miracle is kind of like, it's almost like a pink brown, like a very light dusty rose brown. And I'm just gonna put this right in my socket, my crease. And just again mixing. I feel like it could pick up pink on some skin tones, but for me it's definitely more of a brown, but it does have that like really pretty pink undertone. So pretty. And then that Warm Wishes is just a really light nude pink. And mixed together. They're just so pretty. I was so excited when they offered to send this to me because I have to admit, QVC, the two favorite brands that I never miss, like I literally looked them up and set my DVR, is Josie Maran and IT Cosmetics. And it's crazy because I don't really have that much from IT Cosmetics, just the CC cream, but I'm always so impressed with like the before and afters on the models. And the creator, Jamie, she has really prominent rosacea on her cheeks, and she always, it seems like, demos how she takes her makeup off so you can actually see it and just what a difference the products make. But I'm just learning about this brand. Apparently the whole brand is created with plastic surgeons and doctors to make sure that every single product is not only beautiful on your skin, but it's like good for you. Like they're clinically proven to do all kinds of great things for your skin. So, I mean, that's kind of amazing to know that the makeup on your face is like actually doing some work. And then I'm gonna just take this champagne color and just go right on top of my lid just to give it a little bit of color. It's like a good nude. And then I'm gonna take Cozy, which is a lot like Urban Decay's Naked, and I'm gonna blend that right above the crease as a good transition color. I know that they have a Naturally Pretty palette as part of their permanent line, and if you guys don't have that, even if you do, I would still snatch up this palette. I know it's limited edition for the holidays, but it's the only thing I've been using on my eyes for almost a month, and I haven't been disappointed at all. I've, like I said, used every single one of the colors. It's just been so much fun kind of like mixing and matching and playing around. So that's all I'm gonna do for my eyes. And in my recent videos, when a lot of you guys have been asking what's on my eyes, that's typically the combination that I use. Next product is really awesome. This is their Tightline Full Lash Length Black Primer with Peptide Enhancing Serum. And it's the tiniest, tiniest, tiniest skinny little brush. And the purpose of this is to not only prime your lashes by giving them a really good coat, but because it's so thin, it gets at the base of your lashes and it does actually end up tight lining underneath your waterline. So it actually makes your lash line look a heck of a lot darker. There are some days that I just want to go very natural and skip, you know, putting on a lot of heavy makeup. And I've just been kind of using this on its own without going over it with the mascara. It's also an awesome bottom lash mascara. I'm gonna zoom you in just a little bit so you can see. And I'm just gonna do one eye at a time so you can actually see the difference. That's just a couple coats of the Tightline compared to this eye. And I'm gonna do my lower lashes at the end. And their mascara is awesome. This is called Hello Lashes. The packaging's really cool. It's kind of like Benefit's Rebel, but then it does have that little ball at the tip to really stand your lashes up and separate them. And again, it's a plastic comb, so it really grabs onto your lashes and really separates them and lengthens them and boosts them up. And this little ball at the end, it kind of like makes lashes appear that you didn't even know that you had. So I just kind of make sure it's really well cleaned off because it does tend to clump a little bit. And then I go back over everything and kind of pull the lashes up, separate them, make sure there's no clumps. Pull them out if you want to fan them at the ends. When this mascara is demoed on QVC, it's like ridiculous, the models before and afters. So there you go, one eye is done. I'm gonna do this other eye off camera just so I don't take up too much of your time, and I will be right back. Okay, so lashes are done, and you'll notice that I didn't put any kind of liner, and I've actually been skipping it thanks to this Tightline because it kind of gives me that really dark lash line without having to use any kind of eyeliner. They did send me their No Tub Waterproof Gel Liner, which is actually really nice. It is a twist up, and then on the other end it does have a sharpener, and this is in the shade Black Brown. So what I've been doing is at the end when I'm all done with my makeup, I kind of just go back, and if I want a little bit more definition on my eyes, I'll add it, but if not, I just kind of leave the mascara and let it go like that. Like I said, it just really, like, that Tightline is awesome. Like, probably something that I will continue to always repurchase regardless of the mascara that I'm using in conjunction with it, because it's just so, it just makes such a difference in your lashes. So onto face and skin. I'm gonna start out with the Bye Bye Redness, which is basically a color correcting cream, and it's almost like a foundation. I suppose you could use it all over your face. It's very liquidy, it's very thin. It really does feel just like water is going on your skin. It's so smooth and it's so lightweight. It almost feels like a moussey consistency. You don't need a lot of it. And I just kind of apply this wherever I have redness. So obviously here, and then kind of like up into my under eyes where I have darkness. Anywhere that you have acne scarring or anything basically that you just kind of want to neutralize before you go to put your foundation on. So like I have a lot of scars kind of around my mouth from acne. I always include some in my marionette lines. And then up kind of here, I always, from waxing, I do get little bumps and stuff. So I just applied this with my finger. You could use a beauty blender, but I find that because it's such a thin consistency, using your finger really works wonders. And again, like there's been so many days that I've just worn this. I haven't worn any kind of foundation. I haven't even put the CC cream on. I just kind of put this on, and it just kind of neutralizes everything and makes your skin really even. And then you just add a little bit of blush or color to your cheeks, and it just looks very natural. So on this side, it really doesn't feel like makeup. It feels more like a skin lotion or like a moisturizer you'd put on your face. It doesn't feel, it's nothing like a concealer. It's not cakey. And it really just makes your complexion perfect before you even put any foundation on. I do sometimes blend it on the tip of my nose too, where I do get a little bit of red. Zoom you in so you can hopefully see the difference. You can see it really makes your skin look like plastic, and sometimes can tend to make it look flat. So that's why I definitely wouldn't skip blush or bronzer, but you can just see how porcelain-like it makes your skin. It just makes everything look perfect, all one color. No more redness or darkness under my eyes. Good. And obviously I'm going to use my CC cream, which I've had. This is in the shade medium, and this is like an all-in-one. It has SPF 50, which is awesome because you can skip the SPF in your morning moisturizer. It acts as a primer, a foundation, a serum. It's color correcting even more. So now you have even more color correcting than your Bye Bye Redness. I only use like half a pump, especially if I'm using the Bye Bye Redness. If I didn't use the Bye Bye Redness, I would probably use an entire pump. But because I kind of already corrected everything, I just want like a foundation base. I just use a half a pump. And this is the only product that I don't feel the need to use like a beauty blender or a foundation brush. I think using your fingers with this product is the way to go. And I think that's just due to the fact that it kind of is like a lotion, and I just think it applies best with your fingers. So I just wanted to apply one side so you can hopefully see the difference, and then I'll go the other side. It just makes your skin look perfect. And again, like it has so much good ingredients included. It's the best. I've said this before. I said this when I bought the product. Like it's an all-in-one, all you need, especially if you're traveling, even for like a weekend away and you don't want to take a lot of skincare products or all your, you know, your makeup, your serums. This is like, oh, such a good like all-in-one product. And like I said, with your fingers, I think is best. I have tried using it with the Beauty Blender, and I just think I get a better application and a better coverage using my fingers. The Beauty Blender does tend to shear out product, and this is a product that I want the coverage. And while it is a full coverage product, it doesn't feel like it. Like it's super, super lightweight. It feels like you just put lotion on your face or like a radiance primer or something. So good. Love that. I'm gonna go wash my hands and I will be right back. I also just want to mention their concealer. This is the Bye Bye Under Eye with Collagen and Vitamin C and K concealer. Typically, I don't use both the Bye Bye Redness and the CC cream and this. It's just way more than I need. So I rely on this on the mornings when I don't want to put any makeup on and I just have dark circles, or even if I just put the CC cream without the Bye Bye Redness and I just want to brighten underneath my eyes. I use the shade Light. It's a very thick consistency. A little bit goes a long, long way. It's thick though, just to warn you, not that it's a bad thing, but you don't need a lot and you can shear it out with your finger or even a beauty blender. But because I use the Bye Bye Redness underneath, I don't really need this. It's very light under there. My darkness is covered. I have an eyelash. And, but yeah, I just wanted to mention this is an awesome concealer, especially if you are prone to dark circles or a lot of broken capillaries or redness underneath your eyes. So I am going to skip that, but it's great nonetheless. And then as far as the rest of my face, obviously I want to bring in some color because it's starting to look a little flat. This is their CC Radiance palette, and it's their Naturally Pretty palette for the holidays. It comes with a bronzer, a blush, and a corrector. This is freaking awesome. It's basically like Bare Minerals Well Rested, except a lot more subtle. I use it with the MAC 225, and I do apply this underneath my eyes, whether or not I have the concealer, but it's just like a good beigey, neutralizing brightener. And I also take it down my nose and on my cheekbones. And I do bring it into the inner corner. It's just a really nice set powder, really great. Then I'm going to take the bronzer and a Studio Gear brush and just kind of bronze and contour. This bronzer is flat, it's matte, there's no shimmer, there's no orangey undertones. It's a perfect bronzer to contour. Sometimes I use it in conjunction with like a more sunny, glowy bronzer, and I'll use the glowy bronzer all over my face for a glow, and then I'll use this as my actual contour powder to just really define those cheekbones and give me a good definition to my face. It's a really, really, really pretty color. And then this blush, it's almost like an apple color. It's like a pinky red. Really nice. This is a MAC 116. And this is a very pigmented blush, and I just go right on the apples. And pull it back. And then probably my third favorite product is this. This is another product that I will probably always have in my collection. It's their Brow Powder Universal Brow Pencil. Whenever I would see this demoed on QVC and they would talk about how it's one shade, and regardless if you're blonde or dark, really dark brown, everybody uses the same color. I didn't buy into it until I actually got to try it. It's a mechanical twist up. The other end has a spoolie. And it's a really nice, it's like the perfect shade. Like, it's a universal shade. Obviously, I have really dark eyebrows, so I use a very light hand with it, but I could see how blondes could use this because it's all in the pressure that you apply it with. But essentially, it really does look like real hairs. Like, it doesn't ever end up looking like I'm putting too much on or it's too dark. Sometimes I do want to go back and darken it because I feel like I didn't put enough on, but I've never gotten to the point where I felt like I put too much and there was no going back. So I love this, especially because my brows, why isn't this zooming in? There we go. Especially because my brows are already really dark and I just have some sparse areas, so I just kind of rely on this to fill those in. But hopefully you can just see the difference. Obviously, I didn't really darken them too much. I just filled them in to make them look fuller, which I know some people are not into the big full brows, but I happen to be a huge fan of them, so I embrace them and I love them. A little sparse. So, you know, just depending if you want them dark or light, it's just how you use them, how much pressure you apply. Do the other side. You can see, like, here I have a lot of blank areas, but I mean, I've tried a lot of brow products. I've tried pencils, I've tried powders, and I have to say this is probably the best one I've ever tried, and like I said, the one that I will not be without ever. Once I use up the rest of the products that I have, the rest of the brow products in my collection, it'll just be this one that I'll be purchasing. And this spoolie's nice because it kind of blends the product, and you don't ever have to worry about this budging. Like, the powder, the pencil, whatever you want to call it, it sets. and it's great. So that's it. Brows done. And that's pretty much it. They did also send me their Bye Bye Pores, which is a setting powder with a little puff. And I don't use setting powder all that often, but it is a really nice pore minimizing powder that kind of lightens. So like I'll just do it here. If this is looking really bright on camera, brighter than in person, but I'll just show you if I go over it really lightly with that powder, kind of how it just tones it down and just softens it compared to the other side. And at the same time, it shrinks your pores and just makes everything look flawless. And the powder is really light, and I especially when I do use it, I put it on right here because that's where I have the largest pores. But it's a great product to just really make your skin look porcelain if you do have large pores. But I haven't been using it every day. It's not, I don't typically ever set my foundation, so that's why for me, I could kind of take it or leave a product like this. But so that's that. I'm just looking and figuring out if I want to add a little bit of liner. I think I'm going to just add a little bit, and that way you guys can actually see how it performs from this side. And again, this does not budge all day. Sometimes I even go back and rub a Q-tip over it just to blend it a little bit. I'm going to take that tight line and do my bottom really quick. I just want to add a little bit of color underneath my eyes. I'm going to take the shade Cozy, which is this one, and just go right underneath very lightly. And then I'm going to take the tight line and just do my bottom lashes with this, which, like I said, is an awesome bottom lash mascara. It separates and it really lengthens them. You can just, holy cow, difference. And then I'm going to just apply some gloss. This is really cool. It's called News Anchor Blue. It's actually a blue tone lip gloss, and it's supposed to make your teeth look really white. My sister-in-law is actually in the news, and I was actually thinking about getting this for her birthday, just a little something. It's kind of funny, the name of it, but it does like have a really cool effect. It's a blue lip gloss, and it just really brightens your teeth and makes your teeth look really white. It doesn't look like blue lip gloss, it just looks clear. Actually, it looks pink mixed with that Vitality lip blush. So that's it. I am so impressed. Definitely take advantage of the friends and family. Do yourself a favor and get this palette, even if you get it as a gift or a stocking stuffer. It's beautiful, it's amazing. I will never be without this. I like this even better than the Urban Decay Naked palette, which says a lot because you guys know that's probably been my favorite palette since I got it. This blows it out of the water. I absolutely love this. The Tightline mascara, for sure, the brow pencil, and the Vitality lip flush. Those would be my 4 recommendations. The CC cream is great too. I totally forgot to mention that one. But these would be my 4 go-to. For myself personally, when I'm gonna be picking up their primer serum, I've been reading a lot of great things about it and I'm dying to try it, so I'm going to take advantage and pick that up with the friends and family sale. If there's anything else from the brand that you guys think that I should try, please let me know. Let me know what your favorite products are. Let me know if you decide to try anything and what you think. I'm so impressed. I'm such a new fan of this whole brand and what it stands for, and the fact that it looks really good and at the same time it's doing really good for your skin. It's just great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!